Okay, baiklah. Assalamualaikum and very good. Just check. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. So this is probably will be in week 11 or week 10. So today I'm going to explain to you something regarding a process in SolidWorks known as assembly. Okay, assembly mates. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 files altogether. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine all these files and we're going to make an assembly of these files. So before we go to start that, I want you to do is I want you to go to File, go to New, and click on Assembly and click OK. Make sure that the assembly file is set as, you don't have to set the assembly file as units, any units, but these files, okay, are already in their own units since we have been drawing it. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine this file by using these assembly mates. Now if we click on that begin assembly, they ask us to browse what layout do we want. So basically we can just cancel this first, click on browse, then they will come out with the assembly mates. Now for these files, I will give you these files. There are 9 files together. I'll give you this folder in a raw zip, so you can do this as well with yourself once you have installed SolidWorks. Alright. Now the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to insert the knee. So the knee will be inserted directly to the assembly file. So click on your left mouse button and then it will be added to the assembly files. Now go to the view and click on isometric and you will see this is the knee size. Look at this feature tree manager. You will see that the knee is added to the feature tree manager. Now if you want to add more, let's say I'm going to add 2 more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on insert component again and I'm going to browse. I will add 2 more, which is the saddle as well as the table. So I'll click on open. The first one comes out is the saddle and this comes out as the table. So this is the knee, saddle and table. What we're going to do is basically we're going to design a milling machine. Alright, so now we have knee, you click on knee, saddle and table. So the first thing that we're going to do is in order for us to combine, we're going to use mate. The mate, okay, the mate property manager comes out. Let me just move this to this side. Okay, it comes out and what you can see is there are standard mates: coincident, parallel, perpendicular, tangent, concentric, distance and angle. We're going to use only the standard mates. For advanced mate, we will not cover for this class. This will be covered later on in your degree if you are taking any degree. So what we're going to combine first is we're going to use a standard mate called coincident. We're going to combine. In order for us to combine, first of all, say we take the first face of the knee and we're going to rotate. I'm going to take this bottom face of the saddle, and that combines us with the front view, the top view of the saddle. So click on OK and you can see that it looks like it can move, but if you click on this side, you can see that it cannot move upwards anymore, only can move right and left. So go back to isometric view. Now we're going to fix this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this bottom side here, okay, mate it to this one, so that we have only the top as mated Now the left side or the right side is mated, and click on mate, and what's left is that it only moves from here only. It cannot move left and right anymore. So now what else can we do for mates? If you go to this view here, you can see, if you click on this arrow, you can see that we have a knee and a saddle. So in order for us to fix this, we have to make sure that the top view has already been fixed, the right view has been fixed, so what's left is the front view. So click on knee and go to your front plane, okay, and then the other saddle, click on the front plane. As you can see, it mates together with your front. Now we don't want it to mate it there. What we want to do is we want to mate around about 250, okay, approximately 250 millimeters. Now what we want to do is we want to flip this. We want to make sure that it's here, so 250 from here to here. So click on OK. As you can see now that the saddle cannot move at all. So now we're going to combine the table. If you want to remove this, just right click and clear selection. So we're going to combine the table, the bottom of the table to the top of the saddle. Combine it just like that and click on OK. Now next is we're going to combine his one to this saddle. See, if you notice that we have already combined the front and the top view, so click on OK. Now the saddle, if you go back to your isometric view, you can see that the saddle is now moving left and right. So we don't want it to move left and right, so what we want to do is we want to use the same steps that we have used, which this time we want to set the plane of the table as well as the plane of the saddle, the right plane, in a coincident manner. So you click on OK. As you can see that all of this has been fixed. So click another time for us to fix this saddle, fix this milling machine. So if you go down, we want to find the mates. We can see that we have already mated six front. This one is the top view, the side view, and the front view. As well, same thing as the top view, the side view, the front view, and the side view. Now we have three fixed points, fixed mates that we have already completed. So go to your save and save this as assembly 1 or assembly whatever, as long as you can save. Make sure you save in the same file as you have saved in the folder. For example, I say assembly 123, save it in the same folder as all the other files. If you save one file from not the same folder, you may not be able to find it, and it will be asked you again where you save. So make sure you save it in the same folder. Next is what we're going to do is we have actually understood what coincidence distance is. So next is we're going to learn how to do concentric. But before that, let's add 3 more files. So insert component. The 3 components that we want to add is the bracket, the head, as well as the scale. Okay, so the first one is the bracket, the head, and the and this one, scale. Okay, next we are going to do the 3 other files, which is the head, the bracket, and the scale. Now we're going to do one of these so-called mate that is known as the concentric. So before we do that, first of all we want to mate this bracket to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this, right click this and hide. So how do I do that is by I go to this feature tree manager, go to the, we want to hide the table. So what we want to do is we want to hide this and make sure that only this can be presented. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine this side view here with this one. What you can see is that the combination is correct. So click on OK. The second mate that we're going to do is we're going to mate this the head of the saddle with the head of the bracket. But for this one we want to set the distance to 3 mm. Okay, like that. Okay, as you can see that there is a distance of from here to here of about 3 mm. So click on OK for that. And finally we want to combine this saddle to this bracket to this saddle by combining the the side view, the right plane with the bracket right plane, like that, so that it actually coincident with the plane of the both planes. Okay, once we have done that, we're going to go here, we're going to combine using another standard mates known as concentric. So if you cannot choose this hole, what you do is right click, select others, and you can find that this hole is this is the hole that we want. Okay, the first hole. And also if you can find this one also, right click, select other, you want to combine with this hole. So that's one. Click on OK. Make sure you always click on OK, and you see that the hole is aligned together concentrically with the hole of the bracket. Okay, the hole of the head is aligned concentrically with this one. And now we want to combine the bottom face of the head and the top face of the bracket. Click on OK. As you can see down, it only allows you to move this direction. So to make sure that this one is aligned together, what we want to do is we want to make sure that it combines correctly. So use the same distance, use the same process as what we did, but this time we're going to make sure that it doesn't move like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this one the side of the face of the head to the side of the saddle. We want to make it, okay, let me just move this side parallel. Okay, making it parallel so that it doesn't move anymore to the left. Now that is done for the head. Finally, we're going to combine this one to this hole right here, like that. Now you can see, if you go to the isometric view, you will see that the scale can still be moving. So what to do with the scale is that you want to make sure that the scale doesn't move directly. So what you do is you can either define at the moment the distance. Okay, first of all click OK, for concentric, distance of the head, this head here, and the distance of this, like that. But at the moment I wouldn't want to do that, so I'm just going to leave that aside. So I'm going to go back and show our table. Right click this table and show the component. So this is all the mates that we have. First three mates is basically the combination of the knee with the saddle. The second three mates is a combination of the table with this table with the saddle. Okay. The third mate is the combination of the head, the bracket with the saddle, and the other three combination is the head with the bracket, and we have only one combination of the scale with the head. Now why is that? Because we're going to include three more to be exact, three more files to this assembly mates. But make sure for that click on file and save. Next is to add two more is by going back. We're going to add the pillar, the pin, and the clamp. Now insert component, browse, click Control on the keyboard, pillar, the pin, and the other one is the clamp. So click open. Place your files, position it close to where you want to position it. Okay, so for example, for this one you can actually move it outside, okay, like this, and you can also go and rotate the component by clicking on move component, click rotate. We're going to rotate this component to this direction, or you can do is right click, click OK first, right click, move with threads. So what you can do is you can rotate this like this as well. So click escape, right click, and escape. So we're going to place this into this hole right here. So click on mate, go to this pin here and click on the face, as well as right click here and select others. So what we're going to do is we want to select this face here. So there you see that we're going to use concentric. We're going to use concentric, and we click on OK. As you can see, the pin is basically still moving. So what we're going to do is we're going to mate the face with the face of the pin, like this one, so that it won't go inside, just like that, and you click on OK. So the pin can actually still move, however it cannot go in and out anymore. So the next is to combine this hole here with this hole of the clamp with this hole, the face of the pin. So what happens is you can see that it's already combined, and click on OK. Okay, and then we're going to combine the face of the pin, the strut of the pin, to the hole of the clamp. So again, what you want to do is you right click. Okay, what you want to do is you click on here and click on this here to see the concentricity of it, and click on OK. Alright, and finally we're going to combine this one with the face of the pin to the scale. Click on OK. So now the pin is basically moving at this direction. So finally, to make sure that this doesn't move, what you want to do is you want to combine the face of this here this side here with this face, but set the side there's distance of about 5 mm. Flip the dimension, make sure it's connected like that. So now everything is, since it is concentricity, so everything cannot move anymore. Okay, finally we're going to copy this file here, these 3 files, the first one, second one, and so on. In order for you to copy, you have to do, what you need to do is you go to the scale, not the scale, the clamp, the pillar, and the pin, and you're going to Control C or copy, and you're going to paste this pin. Let me just change to the isometric view, paste it here, okay, like that. So what you're going to do is we're going to do the same for this by mating together what we have just did. So for example, let me just remove this first. So what we're going to do is going to mate this as well with this one, and that is the concentricity that there. The second one is to mate this with this hole, another concentricity, and finally this one with this here, and that is another here, and this extrude as well as with this extrude, and see the combination. However, there is still one more that we haven't done, which is the face of this one with the face of the table, like that, to finish it off. Right, so that is our assembly files, all the files of the assembly that has been assembled using the assembly mate. So click on OK. You can view all of your assembly mates here, which is already about 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, around 25 to 26 of your assembly mates. And you can see this is the, however, there is one problem that we have not yet finished. So what we want to do is we want to undo it. So how do we do that? Here we want to use that one. However, for this one we also want to do, if you see, all the colors are all of the one that I run through my mouse. You can see the combination of the mates. So this coefficient 15 is what we still want to keep, as well as this one. This one we don't want to keep for the time being, so we want to delete. You can just delete that, right click and delete. And this one also we want to delete as well. Yep. So that leaves us with this movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this. I would like to rotate this, move with threads, and rotate this to this direction. Okay, now if you feel that you cannot rotate that, means that you have some other parts that still being, yep, like that one still being, so we have to delete this one as well. So hopefully, let's see if we can rotate by right clicking, move with threads. Hopefully we can rotate this. Now if you are still unable, so let's check one more time. This one is probably one of the main reasons why we can't rotate. So click on yes and rotate this component again. Try to go and rotate this component. Yep. So this component, what we want to do is we want to rotate this component like this. Okay, so that previously it was like this. So what we want to do is we want to change this component to the other direction so that it can combine. Okay, it can be combined. So previously it was like this. Now we want to rotate this component to this side. It was like this. So this is the side that we want to do. So click on OK. Now see which component are still combining. So there is still a component that's still moving, like this one, for example. Okay, this is combined, and for this component here, we still haven't mated with this one, so do that as well. Now you can see almost complete is that the last one is to combine this scale with this component, like that. So now everything is combined perfectly. Okay, so this is the way to fix or to redo your if you want to fix back your mates. So this is all for our mating or for our assembly view. So save this file because we're going to use this again for our next class. Alright, so that's all for mating and assembly mating, all the files, and thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum.